Now, some people don't quite understand the concept of half-assed beer review, and that is why today we are having ourselves a wine cocktail. Now, there are people that also completely understand the idea of half-assed beer review, and again, that is why today we are drinking a wine cocktail. So today we are drinking something called the Calimocho, which is half red wine and half cola. Now this originated in the 1920s in Spain in a port town of Algorta in the Basque region of Spain, I believe. Now they had a festival and several cases of wine had gone bad. So what did they do? They figured they would save those cases by adding cola to them. Now, I guess this really took off with the festival people. A lot of people, it sounds bad on for Coke and wine. It just doesn't sound great. Now, I was told to use Rioja wine. No, I wasn't told. I read to use Rioja, which is a wine region within Spain, and cola. Now, I picked up, again, shout out to Real Sugar Mexican Coke. It is the superior Coke. Although I was on a Coke Zero kick for a while, and that stuff's real good for how bad it is for you, even though it's not as bad as regular Coke or Diet Coke. I don't get that. I think they're all not great for you, and I just choose to keep drinking them. But anyway, I got my wine glass. I got my Rioja wine here from Spain, and I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm not a bartender. I can't do things well. But we're going to go wine first, and then I'm going to add the fizziness of the Coke into it second. Again, I don't know. Half and half? Come on. What are we doing here? This is 14% ABV, and I can smell the red wine. Again, not much of a wine drinker. Look good? Let's add the Coke. Hell yeah, brother. Let's give it a little spin. Look at all that fizz. It kind of turned it. I hope this is like a borderline cherry Coke. I know there's not cherry in this flavor profile. Actually, there's a flavor profile to the wine. We got red fruit, cloves, vanilla, and coconut. Elegant, smooth, enjoy with food and friends. A big wine, it smells like red wine. It smells like communion wine, red wine, whatever kind of wine you're used to smelling. It smells like that. I can't smell any Coke in it. But, so I'm still skeptical, even though they say it's really good and a whole country swears by it. But as always, on Half-Assed Beer Review, we do little drink, big drink, even with these cocktails. Cheers, everybody. Tastes like wine and Coke, like red wine and Coke. I don't think it's anything like fantastic. It does add like an extra layer of something to the wine. So if you're drinking a lot of wine, I can see how this is a good mixed drink for you. Maybe this is just the equivalent of me putting stuff in my beer, as wine people putting stuff in their wine for it. I can't see myself ever really drinking another one of these ever again. It's just not good enough to do that. Am I going to drink this bottle of wine? Probably, just so I can get through it. So let me try just the wine to see how I feel about that. It's not bad. It's a $10 bottle of wine. I was told never go expensive when you're making these cocktails because the expensive wine already tastes good enough. The cheap wine is, I guess, representative of the bad wine that they had at that festival that they added cola to. It could have been different cola too at the time. I don't really know. There's a lot of things I don't know about this. Have you ever had this Calimocho cocktail, the wine cocktail? I want to know, are there other better wine cocktails out there? I'll do some searching, but if you know of any, leave it down in the comments. That's how I feel about that. I don't need any more. And now I need to go get a beer to take the taste of this out of my mouth. So I think I went from thinking this is all right to not really liking it that much. But that's going to do it for this episode of Half-Assed Beer Review, a wine cocktail. Thank you all for stopping by and checking out this with me. Have you ever had this before? Let me know. Do you like it? Would you ever try something like this? I turned my nose up at it as soon as Luke told me about it. But here, I tried it, and we had the outcome that we did. Before you go, please check out my friends Banter and Babble every Wednesday nights for the best pop culture wrap-up on Twitch, and my friend Drastin the Dungeon Master every Monday, 7 o'clock on Twitch for the best Dungeons & Dragons around. You'll not be disappointed. The links are down there. And always remember to please keep your fridges full and have a great night.